And she's slowing down. Sweet. What a machine, lads, isn't it? Let the old rotors come down. Had a mishap with my collective, so I've been in GAs until I get around to some 3D printing. Ooh. Wow, that's been a beautiful flight, hasn't it? That'll help slow it down. All right. Beautiful. Pity the Caribou is only generic. Yeah, why is that? Because I have the Caribou installed. Very strange. Lads, that was so much fun. That was incredible fun. What a flight. It was nuts, wasn't it? Maybe the livery. Could be the livery, yeah. Could be. But like, it should, like, why doesn't it default back to like just a Caribou? You know what I mean? A great bunch of lads all out here with the chopper. Try and do something like that, lads. And we got the choppers in there, look. Squeeze into that location now if you can. Actually, you don't want to be in front of the chopper. Yes. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, lads. Really, really enjoyed that. Like, it's a workout. Like, your right arm is going to get absolutely jaded, right, from all the hand flying. Don't make fun of that. Don't take it out of context. Heli pilots know, right? To go around with one arm bigger than the other. But that was a lot of fun. Incredible aircraft. They really, really are. Beautiful. I forgot the twist handle on the collective. I looked away. I was trying to climb. Uh-oh. Man parts again. Don't I forgot to tell you.
What happened?
I just saw it. Oh my god, I just saw it.
A step away for 1 minute.
Okay.
I walked in. I walked in to get like I just put the beer down, and I walked in to get I was moving my hoodie and stuff. I was going to open the windows. I just put the aircon on, and I went.
Can you clip it at least? Is he
Check
going to
that
do it?
out. How cool is that? How cool is that for a shout out?
What hand?
Still waiting on these.
So, Nifty, how long were you across the water for? You were there for a few days? Yeah, your property sideways here. It's amazing looking. Oh, bit of a bounce.
Oh, get down. Oh Jesus, working off the wrong way.
Put your nose down.
I was trying my hardest there, so I was. Plus a wee bit of grass.
Well, I'll tell you what. Actually, you just made it. It didn't look that bad.
there were shouts of go around
Yeah.
there, and they were ignored.
Absolutely,
so
there was.
They were absolutely ignored.
This guy on the PA-24 is looking at you, going, "What the?" I hope you're watching this. I jumped in early just to show you the lights for a raid. How cool is that? I spent all day working on this. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So if I get it's mad, like, so if I get a follow or a raid, or there's loads of stuff, I've actually added a whole new panel that you can this is for bits. There you go. How cool is that? So there's a whole new panel for bits and different points and stuff that does all the lights. It's been mad. Like, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Oh, where did you follow me? All right, you could have just jumped on the TikTok and followed me there. Like, it's all connected. So YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch are all connected.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I don't know. I didn't know there was follows on TikTok. So, where was the red light, green light? What options have you got available there? Was I think the red light, green light one is, is that the only one? Just a wee teaser. Because if you do the bits, mostly the bits are some of them are mad. And lightning and all, mostly at night. It's unreal at night. Varo, oh here we're getting, what's this? That's a follow. here's a slight issue. It's not coming up on. So the blue flashing one's a follow.
Aye.
See, where's this? Right, I gotta keep
So
this-
even though I redeemed the blue one, it didn't work.
Oh, hang on. That's not supposed to be there. They're not supposed
Oh.
to be there. Right, hang on. Let's fix that. So, now, first of all, let me see. Someone just jumped in there. Who jumped in there? Valoroso, good morning. How are you, mate? Good to see you. And Cyberlife, good to see you as well. Actually, Cyberlife's not still. Right, let me see. Where's
Chamberlain
said-
can do one. He got fucking most valuable player, and I'm fucking sitting running with level 23 trying to get fucking most valuable player. Like he can fucking do one. Tron can do one.
Did you get MVP at all? No.
No, not even SVP. Fucking no fucking DUP or anything. No.
Fuck's sake. So hang on, Nifty. You said that you pinged her. No, he didn't. I've got my on-screen chat running as well, but I don't know. I might get rid of it. Right, hang on. Let me
Fucking
jump into
right.
it.
That game.
Let me jump into it. First of all, let me.
Yeah,
Fix this up. So you've got
Yeah.
there's an option there for you to redeem blue light, was there?
Yeah, 100 coins or something.
what kind of coins? Bitch.
You guys could.
No, the channel points.
Rocco, good to see you, mate.
Rocco, RKO.
RKO, yeah. I haven't, no, that's what I haven't done yet, so I haven't mapped the, I'm going to try and work that out. I need to map the audio. So when you play it, when you do a command, it'll actually do it, so I haven't quite figured that part out yet. Knock, knock. Getting used to it now, Nifty. It's not hitting me as hard anymore.
Who the fuck's are?
Aye.
Nifty. Nifty
Just
who?
fine.
Shifty Nifty with
Shifty
a knock
Nifty.
knock.
Where's So channel points, right? Let's see. Blue. Oh, that's the only one it didn't remove.
Wing, win, wing.
Oh, I've added more. I've added more stuff as well. Ah, yeah, this one's good. Alright, mate. Talk to you soon. Right, let me fix up that thing. Let's see. That's over. Right, that should be it off now. Oh. Right, so here's the plan. I'm on the ground at Cork, and I'm gonna jump into the Phoenix, and I'm also gonna run. Still haven't really figured out Pogs this AI flow and AI ground, so I'm gonna run that. Hopefully it'll make a bit more of a difference because I'm gonna fly into London, and if hopefully there's no spinny planes, we'll see what happens. I also got a follow there on TikTok. That doesn't actually tell you. Fuck. So weird. Anyway.
I followed you into.
No, it was someone else. It was when we were on the loading screen. Anyway. Right, so we'll jump in here. It's better. Wrecker, good morning, mate. Welcome in. Good to see you. So we're just getting started. We're in Cork. If you wanted to join me, want to go to? I think we're going to. Right, so we're going to do Cork to Stansted. We quick hop across the pond and across the water, and we'll see what happens. Have you heard anything exciting? I may have heard something exciting, Wrecker. It might have been something very exciting for you. Is that what you're thinking of?
Ready here.
What do you think, Pugs? What do you think it is?
Oh Jesus, here we go.
It's because he's got flight sim. Right, I'm away anyway.
No worries, mate.
So I'll catch you tomorrow.
Yep, no problem, nothing.
See you in a bit.
Let's see what's running. So LRM's running, Semi-Pro's running, Galanta's running, Navigrap's running. Phoenix up. Element, welcome in. So, Wrecker, have you checked it out yet? Have you downloaded it yet? Interested to see what your thoughts are. YouTube is still on the opening screen. Oh, I think you meant check that out. Shouldn't be that much of a delay. Refresh it. It's live for me. I try refreshing it. It's definitely live for me. Let's hang on. That's not the right playlist. Yeah. Better. I played it on my phone using the Game Pass. I haven't played it. I haven't installed it on. Played it on your phone. Good. Weird. I'm seeing your pre-roll. Maybe I'll catch up. That's very weird because I've just loaded it there and it's coming up. Up to date. Looks up to date. All right. Right. Edwin, how did you go with the Ethernet adapter? Did you get it fixed? That's right. I'm going to test out AI Flow and AI Ground as well, which Stay Intentions have just purchased, which is free on at the moment. It's free on RightSim.to, and apparently it'll do stuff for with AI. I've got FSLTL running as well, so recently I've been getting the spinny aircraft, the wings getting stuck in the ground and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully that fixes it. We'll see how it goes. Right, I've got my stream deck running too, but I'm not going to use that today because I find it when you do it on stream, it's a bit easier to do it this way. So let's go batteries on, external power on. Get our gears aligned. Fuel pumps, bang them on. Screw, supply, ground recorder. Our lights auto on the smoking, seatbelt signs can stay off, and nav lights. I'm on live weather, but I'm not on real time. Tonight I'm going to download a copy of Windows on USB, swap out the M2 for an empty one, and try and see if it connects. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would start with a fresh drive and just take your old drive straight out, and then you can always use that because you can actually still connect it again. And you can still get to all your data and stuff. That's usually what I do when I do upgrades. And that would be like outside of cloning it, you know what I mean? Loading into 2024 on my phone. That's mad. I didn't know you could do it. Got 3 million pages of instructions printed out for the rig, but that'll be after it's fixed. Yeah, what was it, 20 odd boxes in it? Right, let's go, let's import our flight details, our do sort of that. I saw a post on Twitter, folks, yesterday. I clicked off it by mistake. I couldn't find it again, but I'm not sure. It looked like potentially Wing had confirmed the release date for pre-ordering. You see that for the McDo?
No, where is it on?
I saw it on Twitter. I clicked off it by mistake. But it said something like it was announced or something. Right, my lights are flashing. I don't know what that one means. It's flashing to the beat though. It's not telling me. It's not telling me what's going on. Right, not really sure what happened. But since I was having issues before, there's a part of me that wants to just fresh install anyways. Instead, I already have a backup on the external microplane stuff. Yeah, I would do fresh install, mate. Definitely. It's always good to do a fresh install. I want to see these lights flashing tonight. It's absolutely mental. The neighbor's going to be looking at me going, what the f going on there? So I'm still messing around. I've still got some commands and stuff to figure out. So far so good. Right, so Nifty, you redeemed the blue one, which is that still there? Oh, it's actually telling me the event list now.
Is Twitter not X or something?
Twitter is X, yeah. For some reason my YouTube chat won't connect. Keep an eye on that. Right, let's see, cost index. So we've got a cost index of 11 and a cruising altitude of 330. 11 and 330. The winds. Right, flight plan. Let's go. Way. So simple flight. Today I've done this one a couple of times. QB flight. So we're taking off out of Cork. We head north from runway 34 on the VAPL departure or VAPL transition. Head east across the water, down through southern Wales, and then into London. Pretty much, we should see the city as we cross through on the right hand side, and then down into Stansted, runway 22. So pretty straightforward. I was actually considering doing this on VATSIM too, but I thought, I'm not doing it on stream just yet. Do that soon, Pogs. Right, let's go down. Pop 1 in. That in. We'll do a rival as well. I don't think that's gonna change. Two.
What day did you order that wing wing?
The 3rd on Friday.
3rd of what? January?
Uh-huh. Last Friday. Like, it's coming from China. I would imagine. I do think that Chinese deliveries into Australia are relatively quick, like, you know what I mean? Right, let's let GSX board us while we're waiting on our alignment. The McDo panel is available to order. I'm not sure, Edelman. I saw something yesterday, and it appears on Twitter there was something that said that it was available for. They confirmed the date that you can pre-order it, but when I went onto their website, there was nothing there. It could just be that it's not updated, and they are a bit slowly update their website. So, but I accidentally clicked off it. Oh, is that snow? Is it snowing at home?
Yep.
There you go. Very good. Bit of snow here in Cork. All I've seen is announcements that it was available in Jan. Yeah. I ordered the Aphis right. I have the Aphis left. And
When's that coming? I'm gonna send them an message.
the Aphis right's coming today at 1. So 3 hours, something like that.
What, that's 7? 7?
What's 7? Better. Yeah, so I've got the Aphis left, and what I found is that when I'm in the plane, I use the Aphis left obviously to set the left hand panel, and then I have to go onto the screen to do the right hand panel. Know what I mean? So I might as well. And I've also got a little gap there on the desk. It'll fit perfectly, so I'll just order it.
Did I order this?
There's snow happening, huh? Good. Right, let's grab our company message, which will be our load sheet, no doubt. Get that out of the way. Clear that up, clear that up. We can set our weather systems. And we'll throw something random into the transponder. What else we need to do? We're waiting for our weights. Wrecker, I'm at Cork in Ireland, so Echo India Charlie Kilo. And when it comes to flight conditions, I probably should have updated that actually. When it comes to flight conditions, you need to go live on the left hand side, all players, and then the time, just bring this on the right hand side, just bring the slider back to around about 9 AM UTC. And you should be able to see me. I think I'm on the East USA server. But I'll change that now. Actually, I'll change that to the Southeast Asian. I was flying along with Sid Squadron the other night, and he always flies on the East USA, so I'll change that back now. So Southeast Asian server. YouTube is working. There we go. It is, and the chat's coming through as well. Even better. Henry, welcome in on TikTok. Good to see you. Hi, TikTok chat doesn't come across on the combined chat here, so that's annoying. But anyway, keep an eye on that. Right, so we're still getting our. Oh, I think we're loaded on fuel. Right, here come the passengers. Happy days.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Number one smart bitch, that's who it was on TikTok. Follow me. Welcome in. Welcome to the Unprofessionals. Alright, let's have a look. Right, our packs are coming.
Departure check
You're
completed.
over here somewhere.
Bypass pin inserted.
You're not. Very quiet work this morning, isn't it? Oh, there they are, look. Not quite lined up there, but anywho. Never mind. Get one GSX.
Locking gear.
Word iTunes server. So, Wrecker, if you go to, just go to settings and online, and then change it in multiplayer servers, and that should do that. So, Edelman, you think it's going to take you 3 weeks to build that rig? That's a long time to build a rig, mate.
It'll take her longer than that.
You think it's going to take them longer?
Mhm.
3 weeks?
He bought the whole fucking shop for fuck's sake. Have a look at the fucking stuff on
Oh.
the sofa. Do you know what I mean? Like when he opens it and fucking opens the bags, he'd be looking at it for freaking out when he sees everything.
Are the boxes, Wrecker, Southeast Asian server, are the boxes labelled? Like, do you know which carton to do in which order? You don't want to open it all up and then try and work your way
No.
through it. You know what I mean?
No, you open one box at a time. Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm
if I would open one box at a
Alright,
time.
one
but-
at a time, yeah.
And build that section, but I would
Yes.
build the main and then do the rest. The other stuff's just like plates probably, and you know, like attachments type things. You know?
Yeah.
Aye.
Let's
There's
get
like fucking thousands of bits to it, thousands.
that's crazy. They're all marked. Yeah, well, that makes it easier. Right, let's get our APU on, seatbelt signs on, and we can also watch our passengers coming on as well. Like,
Right, I'm going to bed because I need to be up my big bosses.
no worries, man. Ah, shit! I didn't fix the passengers. Damn.
I just sent another message. Guys, please can someone find out about my order? I'm being told that there's an issue with you being busy in the warehouse or working through back orders. Please tell me how my friend has ordered this on the 3rd of January and is receiving it on the 7th. The warehouse is clearly not working through back orders. I ordered this in December and I have confirmation of the order. I would just like someone to take responsibility and check with the warehouse to ship my order for my items, my 3 items. Like,
Welcome on board.
Yeah, that's good. Wait until they come back. See what they say.
They're fucking just trying to cancel it. They're not cancelling this on me. Do you know what I mean? They're not cancelling. I paid 260 quid for them.
Let's hope they have
A
one
lot
resold.
cheaper than what it is.
Welcome on board.
That's a pity. I've updated Phoenix yesterday and I forgot to do the GSX thing. Oh well. Fine.
How could an order go to on the third and be shipped and all? Like the warehouse are clearly not working through back orders. You get what I mean? Like doesn't make sense.
The only other thing I can think of is maybe they've got. I mean, I wouldn't think they would have local distribution in Australia. Doubt it. You wouldn't know.
Well, on their homepage they did have something about where there was shops or something.
Right?
Oh, there is one in Australia.
Is there? I wonder if they had it in stock then. That's why so quick. I didn't know there was one in Australia.
Canada, US, UK, EU, Japan, Australia.
Right. So there must be a big back order or backlog issue with the UK one then. I have them separated. Yes, they're all marked. I have them separated by section with the instruction on each pile. But I've still got the PC to finish. Then work is going to take up my weekends. So yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah, it's full time. That would do my head, and I would have to. I'd be going hard at it from the get-go just to get it done. You know what I mean?
This way, please. May I see your boarding pass?
This is a year's worth of upgrades all at once. Yeah, so you're doing CPU,
Morning.
just the PC alone. You're doing CPU and RAM. New board as well. You got a new board, didn't you? And then
I missed my what am I call it today too?
the delivery.
The delivery from wheel.
Your what?
From a wheel.
Oh shit. Does that mean they're bringing it back, or you got to go down to Hume Street?
What's in shirt? DVD.
Oh, DVD. That's how you got me on it.
I've tried to use their code, but the corner won't have you manage delivery.
You probably have to call them.
There's no number.
Good. Hold it for work. Maybe say maybe a week. Yeah, PC is CPU, RAM, board, and M2. Yep. And then obviously you've got Got the rig. Quiet. Right, well, we're just waiting on boarding, and then we can put it out of here. So, oh, Wrecker, there you are, mate. You're upside down. Are you supposed to be upside down? Flight rig with attachments for both control panels, both flight sticks, the wheel shifter, e-brake tablet, incoming wing McDo as well. Yeah. Get the SCU and the EFIS. I crashed. Alright, no worries. At least I can see you. That's a good start. Okay. So far so good. With no spinny planes. And FSLTL seems to be behaving, so I'll take it. Right, boarding is now complete, I think. Oh, very close. But it's okay, I gotta go midnight. Yeah, it's a good night. I'll start off some tomorrow. Yep, no worries, mate. No worries. I'll be on a couple of times this week, probably around this time, so
Associated dapple not found.
so I'll catch you during the week, Cracker. Thanks for jumping in. Purple panels have enough knobs and buttons. Probably gonna hold off on the wing panels. Yeah, okay. Well, I got them because I fly the Phoenix so much. Like, it is without a doubt the best aircraft in the game. There's no doubt about that. Right, calculate flaps 1 for this takeoff. 6 points off the intro outro music. If you give that about, I don't know, a minute or two, it'll probably generate for you. So what I'll do is I'll have to get that mapped in my lights. I haven't figured that part out yet, but we'll do that too. Okay, so our flight plan's done. Put our progress page data in. What fighter? Well, I just noticed there I do have the Hornet Super Warrior, which I think is your preference, isn't it? Oh, you're gone. I've transferred over. Did I transfer over that one? Yeah, I think I did. I've got the F-35, but I haven't put it in the new community folder yet, and I've also got. I've got a couple, but I haven't transferred them all over yet. No, it's not Govey Light. It's Philips Hue. My whole house has got Philips Hue stuff, and I've always had those lights behind me, and I've never actually used them. Oh, sorry, I've read that wrong. Sorry, Wombat. Welcome in. I thought you were a hacker. Yes, Wombat. I've got F-35, not installed for 24 just yet, but I've got the Super Warrior and the Hornet, and there's a couple of others. So I'll have a look at that later and move them across. Yes, Rekka, the Super Warrior was working there. It looked fine. Right, bit metal music. This playlist is random. Oh, this one. That one. That was the Super Hornet. Yes. Was that F-18S? I think. Right, bleed on. It's good, and we'll hit our beacon on, call for pushback then. Super Wars 1 of 2020, that's had the smoke and radar and stuff. That's the one I thought that you were in. Does it come up there on my label as F-18S?
DPD.ie delivery. Maybe that's where it's not coming up.
So I've transferred on my phone. Yeah, that's it. That's what it's come up as. So I've transferred all of my scenery from 2020 to 2024, and it all seems to be working okay. I haven't done the planes. I was waiting for each of the planes to be upgraded or updated or made compatible or whatever you want to call it. Because obviously they're a bit more complicated. I don't know how to load up planes 2024 for fall. Yeah, I don't know, man. It just come up. It said that it just come up and said that it had it was the F-18S. I don't know, random. Right, push back. Let's go. So I think we're gonna push back to the south. I think. No, we don't need de-icing. And we're heading to the south.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes off.
Commencing push.
Here we go.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Right, engine number 1. Or sorry, not engine number 2. Let's get that started. Let's close our door. Is the ATC better than 2020? The default ATC, I'm not sure. I have been running Say Intentions, and I'll maybe run that tomorrow if I do a stream tomorrow, and give you can have a look at it. I like it. I think it's pretty good. It's almost not missed a beat for me. Recently, when I first tried it last year, it was a little bit like Beyond ATC. It was sort of hit and miss, but I think that the quality and you know the quality of the AI is getting better. Wrecker, no problem, mate. Good night. You take it easy. Wombat, I'm on the ground at Cork, so Echo India Charlie Kilo. This flight's only 55 minutes, so no problem at all, mate. Come and join in if you want. I'm on a Southeast Asian server, and I'm on. So flight conditions is live weather, all players, and on the right hand side on that timer, the slider, set to roughly around 9 a.m. UTC. So I'll wait for you to jump in.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Right. Park brake set. Let's confirm engine number 2.
Cockpit to ground.
And
We have a good
number
engine
1
start.
going.
You can disconnect.
But yeah, Say Intentions it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. I'll definitely run it on stream the next couple of days. I was even flying into Greenland last night, and it's uncontrolled airspace, and it actually tells you to switch over to advisory and then flick back. So Say Intentions intention is they want to be the go-to when there's no VATSIM coverage. So they're really working hard on improving the AI and improving the all the different scenarios and what have you. So yeah, it seems to be pretty good so far. The only downside is it's still a monthly subscription, and it's like I think it's $20 a month US.
Right, I'm away. I'll see you later on.
Alright, Paul, talk to you soon.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Yeah, it's like $17 a month. Or sorry, $19 a month US. If you pay monthly subscription fee, it's about $15 if you pay a yearly subscription. So I know they've brought that down. Like it used to be $30, so they have brought it down a good bit, but they need to do a bit more work on it, bring it down more. Nobody wants to be paying annual subscriptions or anything like. You know what I mean? Like we already pay for Navigraph and other things, so. Right, our engines are started. Our ignition can go back to normal. Let's get our flap set to 1. Armor spoilers. Our APU bleed and APU can come off. Set our strobes to auto. We'll get our landing lights deployed. Taxi lights on, turn lights on. Not that you're going to see them during the day, which would fix that. And we'll also just check our messages, that's all clear. And everything else is looking good. I like to run the terrain, so stick that on and we'll run the clock. And your man's away, so park and break off and let's roll. So we're live on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And just for the record, TikTok banned me last week, and I appealed the ban, and they did release the ban because they had put the ban on in error, obviously, given the reason for the ban, which was just outrageous, which is good. So we is back. And I've also done a little bit of work on the channel points options, and I've also done a bit of work on options for bits and options for subscribers, so I'm still working on that. But anyone who subscribes on YouTube and or Twitch, there'll be a few wee exclusive options for you to do things with my lights and what have you, and play some mad stuff over the next couple of days and weeks. So I'm still working on figuring out how to do the commands and stuff, but so far so good. Wombat, sorry, I can see you at the bottom of the runway there. So you're in a Typhoon. Be interested to see what weight model matches you here, because I don't have the Typhoon. So let's see what happens here. I'll got you in an Airbus, mate. Perfect. I actually need to get a few more jets. Yes, Lumia stream is doing my lights, yes. So I'm actually thinking, Adam, I'm gonna probably transfer everything over to Lumia stream because it does everything all in one place. The only thing, so I'm gonna leave my shoutouts as pixel shoutout because I prefer the layout, I prefer the design, and I'm also gonna leave some of the sound alerts on, like just the sound stuff, but everything else I'm gonna transfer over. The only thing I don't like about it is it keeps spamming my chat saying I am here, I am here, I am here. I don't know how to turn that off. So at the moment, it's not. I don't have it as a mod in the chat because it was spamming everyone like it was spamming us last week on your stream. So you can turn that off. Yeah, I couldn't figure out where to turn it off. And I like the way the overlays and all work as well. So it's pretty good. I turn mine off. Yeah, if you let me know how to turn it off, that'd be good. Alright, here we are, Shamrock 909. We're gonna, that's us, that's our call sign. We're gonna head, we're gonna swing around here and take off. Auto brake on max. We'll do a quick config check. It's all good. Oh, what's the turn? Right, Wombat, let's boot it. Let's gun it. So, car coming in. Koga. I can't see who's joined it.
That's me.
Oh, Wombat, hi, man. Right, V1, rotate.
Yeah, that Typhoon ain't gonna work too well, is it?
Is it work? Well, is it working? No.
Oh, it's working, but I look like a A320
Yeah,
or
no,
something.
but that's my issue.
Yeah.
That's on my end. So, yeah, I need to figure out how to. I should probably just get a couple of those planes because like there's a few that I don't have that I wanted to get, like the Hawk and the F-22. I think
Yeah,
there's a good Eurofighter as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a couple of good ones in there. There's also a free one on the TO. It's a Rafale, which is which is good to have too in case someone shows up in a Rafale.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying,
Yeah.
the only thing I haven't done is really like transfer over the planes yet, because they I don't know which ones are compatible. Like I used to keep up with all the updates and all the news pretty closely, especially with 2020, but I haven't really go back into that kind of swing of things. There's been that many updates and that many changes with the new sim. It's like, it's only starting to settle down now, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just dumped in the ones that I had, and most of them, sort of work.
Yeah.
They're they're not perfect, but they're okay.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look at which one is it? Vessel 8. It's pretty good. They're pretty quick on top of things in terms of
Yeah.
upcoming or conversions. I think, is it FSL 8 or one of them has a compatibility list that you can refer to?
Yeah, there was a list. I don't remember where well, I think it was in Discord somewhere that someone put it up.
What are we at here?
I had like the F-16, the F-14, the F-15, all in 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got
I
the F-14. I think I've got the DC Designs F-14.
Yeah, the one that comes in the sim in 24 is the F-18 is absolutely terrible.
I didn't try it yet. Because I've got or I had, so I'm pretty sure I had the F-35. I don't know if I had the F-22. I don't remember. I definitely had the F-16 or one of them, and I had an F-14.
Yeah.
And might have had an F-15 as well, if I remember correctly. But I think that was about
Yeah, I
it.
think the F-15 was DC Designs, I think.
That was the F-14. I had a DC Designs F-14.
Yeah.
Was there a
And there
freeware
was another one out.
F-15? One of the six.
I'm not sure.
There was a 15 or a 16 that was free that I had, I'm pretty sure. I definitely had a freeware F-18 as well. That was the Super Warrior that Wrecker was talking about. As well as the standard one.
Yeah, the last one I got from DC Designs was the SU-27, which is pretty cool. I like that one too.
That was one of their latest ones they brought out, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think he's maybe going to keep supporting the aircraft that he had done, but he's not going to come out with anything new now. I think he's stepping back a little bit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's definitely a few aircraft I need to get that I've kind of neglected or kind of not avoided, just haven't been overly interested before.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get that Hawk though. I haven't flown it yet. I'm really looking forward to Black Square. Yeah, it's getting updated. I love the Black Square.
They do that soon.
Yeah, so do I. And I'll tell you something I don't miss. The 727. I got that once or twice. I flew the Fokker was it F-28? Fokker F?
Yeah.
F-28, yep. So I flew that a couple of times. It was okay. It was good, like it was very good. I just wasn't that fussed on it, but that's what I have. I need to get some more warbirds too. Actually, I had the Spitfire from Flying Iron. It was brilliant. I loved that. It was really good. Really good. And Yeah, and we need a good B-17.
Yeah, I hope they do that. That's that'll be a classic.
I'll tell you what was a letdown: the Concorde.
I didn't get that. I didn't even go there.
I can't remember which one of. Whatever the first one was is the one I have. I can't remember who did it. It might have been DC Designs. I can't remember. But the Concorde. So I think I did maybe 2 successful flights in it. It was deadly. It was really tough. Like, but I managed to do. I think I did London, Heathrow to New York, and Paris to New York, and that was it. And every other flight I crashed and give up. It was like, it's terrible. I couldn't get it up to beyond Mach 1.2 or whatever it was. Obviously it was Mach 2, but I couldn't get up past 1.2 or 1 or whatever it was. It was deadly to sequence it.
Yeah.
And then the other one
I
that I
think
struggled with is the
a lot of
DC-6.
guys crashed that Concorde.
Yeah. There's 3 planes I struggle with: the Concorde, the DC-6, and the Mad Dog. I've only ever done. I think the Mad Dog I've only completed maybe 1 or 2 flights. It took me a while to get that one, and the Concorde only 1 or 2 flights.
That MD-80 wasn't cheap either, was it?
No, that was the most expensive plane ever in the history of planes. It was like $120 or something, not Australian. And that was was there no, I don't think there was a expansion pack. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the CRJ. But yeah, no, it wasn't cheap at all. And it was a great plane. Like, it was really well done, really well done. But I was not disappointed. I just struggled with it. It was a competency issue more than anything else.
Yeah.
I was disappointed with the MD-11. I was looking forward to that so much as well. It just didn't grab me. You know, again, done very well.
I haven't invested a lot in tube liners. I've got the Phoenix, but you know, I really liked it when I got it, and I spent a lot of time in it initially, and then, you know, I haven't flown it for probably 6 months now.
I find it at this stage in 24 it was easier for me to jump into things like the A300 because I love that. Even the F-28, the 146, you know, just jump into different planes. It was easy for me to do that, but I find in 24 that it's hard to move away from the Phoenix, only because half the other planes are still broken. Like the A330 doesn't have any sounds. The C-17 is actually not bad, and I need to get back into that a bit more. I'm really liking the A400s at the moment, but it still needs work. It's still not optimized, and like all any build stuff isn't optimized. The one thing that lets any builds down is their optimization, whether it's scenery or their aircraft. It's the only thing that lets them down. And I like any builds a lot, like, but because of that lack of optimization, like even the A300, I did a couple of flights there last week before, and the A300, and I love the A300, and it every time I load into it, there's new problems, new bug, and it's just really intermittent as well. Like last week when I loaded in, what's it come up last week? Oh, the rudder wouldn't work. So I couldn't steer on the ground, so I had to load out and load back in again. Just things like that, you know, just stupid things. And the problem with any builds aircraft as well, every time you load out, it freezes on the menu. So just strange. Like, so I was flying along with Tony from Sid Squadron the other night, and we're in the A400, and what he had worked out, or I think he went onto the AnyBuilds forum and I confirmed with him that if you hit the init button, you know, the init request button on the FMC, and it pulls in the data from SimBrief, that's what causes the freeze. So it either locks up your sim or it freezes whenever you go if you end flight. So if you do it manually, it doesn't freeze it. But on the A300, that's not the case. It's a different issue. So there just seems to be different problems, and it's just it's a pity because the majority of the airliners are AnyBuilds. at the moment.
Yeah.
You know. So that's
It's
why.
a challenge. It's a challenge just to keep on top of all the different little idiosyncrasies that they have with different
yeah,
aircraft.
100%. Yeah, 100%. This looks mad. Let's see, there's 2 Airbuses flying alongside each other here. Or is
Yeah,
it?
I should move away from you a bit because I didn't realize how big I was.
That's fine. CJ Simulations Typhoon. I might get that now. Let's check it out.
Oh, this is a great plane. It's pretty good.
It's funny. Yeah, so no, look, as I say, looking forward to Black Square, updating their stuff. I do like the Black Square stuff now, and also looking forward to. I am looking forward to the A350, but I kind of caution that. You know what I mean? It's like the A350 is. It's yeah, we'll see what happens. And the reason I caution is because it's just that optimization stuff in any builds. They have a track record of releasing things and having to fix them immediately after.
So, what percentage of your time do you spend in airliners
Probably most of it.
as opposed to GA? Oh, most of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably 80-20, I'd say. I do find myself doing more GA though recently. Especially with doing like the world tour stuff. Obviously flying along with Murph is mostly GA. But it's interesting. It's funny because I can't fly along with him during the week because I'm working. But I normally try and join the Friday night stream, which is Saturday morning for me, and so that's my GA fix for the week, and then and then when he flies on a Sunday, the random Sunday flights he normally does an airliner flight, so I always jump onto that or try to. Yeah, so probably
when he flies on Sundays, that's usually too early for me. It's
yeah. Oh, it's very early.
1 a.m. or something. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's normally up at like 5 a.m. or something, 5-6 a.m.
Yeah.
So yeah, so normally, and then the Aussie guys, so the likes of Jet Pilot Oz, Sackhead, EXO, Sid Squadron, Tony, just a few others. They normally mostly fly airliners. I think. But yeah, I would say they're probably 95% airliners, with the exception of Tony. He would do, so Sid Squadron, he would do, you know, with those 3 flights, it's normally like an airliner, a GA, and a helicopter, something like that.
Yeah.
And I have to say that the helicopters in 24 are really impressive. I'm really, really liking the helicopter. I haven't done as much on stream, but I'll definitely do a bit more. They're really good.
Yeah, they are a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I avoided the helicopters like the plague in 2020 because I just couldn't fly them. I just couldn't do it. It was every time it was just really, really struggled. Now, part of that reason was because I didn't have a stick. I had a yoke. But even when I used the stick, I used to plug a stick back in for it, and it was still deadly. It wasn't mapped or set up properly at all. I don't know if you remember, but there was a flight where we did helicopters in LA with Murph, and we went looking for the Nakatomi Plaza, the Die Hard building. And I was in the G2 was it Cabrio or whatever it's called. And if you go back and watch that stream, you just see me bouncing all over the place, like it was just totally uncontrolled. And it was just ridiculous. So everyone was like flying in, landing on. It was I tell you what it was. It was the Hooper heliport pack was released on Orbex, and or it was one of the developers anyway. And they mapped all the heliports in LA, and we were sort of doing a wee bit. We fly around them, and yeah, everyone was landing on the tops of buildings and all that sort of stuff, and I was just coming in like a plane, like it was ridiculous. So I've always struggled with the helicopters. But 24, but different story. Much easier to handle. For some reason. I love the
Yeah,
tune,
if you get you just have to spend a little bit of time in them, and then it gets a little easier.
Yeah. Oh, it's just practice. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
And it's just some of the ones that are available. Some of the devs did a really good job of the flight characteristics and everything. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing, but
yeah, the flight handling or modeling, I think it feels like it's improved. Because at the end, when we finished the last couple of days of 2020, I bought the Miltech Simulations Chinook.
Yeah.
And I could actually fly that pretty well. And that's what sort of got me back into helicopter. I thought, you know what, I just took a bit of an urge. I thought I'm going to give them a go. And I've always loved the Chinook. It's one of my favourites. I thought I'll give this a go again. And I could fly it pretty well. And whenever I jumped into it in 24, when they did the update, the compatibility update, it did feel a bit improved, but I think they've done a pretty good job in 2020 as well. So like that stream I mentioned, we're flying around LA to the end of 2020, like that's probably like 2.5 years. So that's just shows you the amount of time, or the distance, or the time from whenever I last flew a helicopter to you know what I mean. So it's probably unfair to comment on the flight model back then, but yeah, no, it's definitely felt improved.
I think I remember that stream. I don't remember if I was flying or not, but yeah, that was pretty good.
It was good fun because we ended up sitting talking about movies. We ended up when we finished the stream, and we probably spent another hour and a bit just sitting talking about movies, and it was actually good fun. Because I think that he didn't do as much sitting in front of the camera and talking to the camera at that point, and then I think that started to change it. You know what I mean? Like it was good just sitting having a chat.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how he's evolved over the years now.
Yeah, it's crazy now. 2407. Temperature 1 degree. This is in London.
Nice brisk day, huh?
Yep, fresh.
And you're sitting in what, 35 degrees Celsius or
No,
whatever?
it dropped. It changed yesterday. So we've got a day or two of well, today is the last day of a bit of a break. So this is the first day in weeks that I haven't actually turned the aircon on.
That's
so
good.
It's 16 degrees at the minute. But tomorrow is to go back. So yesterday was raining all day. It was a miserable day. It was like an Irish summer day.
That's Melbourne weather, mate.
I know. Well, it's been pretty dry the last couple of weeks, so we actually needed a good bit of rain. To be honest, I was looking at my garden going, water this thing, and then it started raining. It was like half a day. So,
okay.
let's put that off. Where's the? Oh no, it's not that one. No, it's here. I know where it is. Here we go.
When is the F1 coming up? It's in March, right?
Oh, it's 19th,
in Melbourne.
Yeah, March. Yeah.
Okay.
We're back up to 30 tomorrow. Oh. Who? Let me see. Who jumped in? Joe, Joe, I'll just call you Joe. Joe, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. We're going with that pronunciation there. Let me see. And there's the follow lights going. So if I get a follow, now the alert didn't play, or did it? Did you hear an alert play there?
I didn't. No.
Just a moment. If I did, okay, good. All right, I didn't have it on monitor. Okay, I fixed it now. Happy days. Thanks for confirming. And welcome in. Welcome to the Unprofessionals. Right, what was it doing? I was fixing the music. It's yeah, so at the moment it's 19. Actually, it's just changed there. So tomorrow's going to go up to 30.
Well, that's a big jump.
Yep. Well, it went from 38 to it was 20 yesterday. Oh, it says it went to 25 yesterday, but I don't think it did. I think it did. Oh no, today it's going to be 25. Tomorrow's 30, Thursday 31, Friday 32, Saturday 34, and then down to 26 on Sunday, and then Monday 28. I'm back to work on Monday. So it's a little bit up and down at the minute, but it's
Yeah.
it's been really dry though. Like it's, you know. So it's yeah.
You've got the Australian Open tennis is this week too, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, that's right. Right.
Okay.
Yep, I went last year to the men's semi-final, so.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was good. So I don't think I'm gonna go this year. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it was a good day actually. It was good fun. We ended up getting hammered. We ended up out in bloody karaoke at 4 o'clock in the morning or something.
Oh,
Ridiculous.
great.
Oh, it was crazy. You guys need to switch to freedom numbers. America, freedom. Why isn't Wombat at work still? It's only 4 p.m. here. I don't know. Maybe Wombat will let you know. Boss.
Because I'm retired. That's why.
There you go. Wombat doesn't need to work. His
Work is a four-letter
Yeah.
word for me, mate. No.
His working days are done. So you mentioned the other day that you don't have your medical, so you're not able to fly anymore.
No, I haven't flown since 2010. I think was the last time I went up.
You miss it?
Yeah, I do. I didn't fly a lot, but I usually was out every month or so, just staying current.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when COVID hit, this simulator saved me. I had nothing to do, and I'd played flight sim over the years, different versions, but 2020 was, I couldn't wait to get my hands on it.
Yeah, I was I was sort of the same. Like I couldn't wait to get on to 2020, only because I've always loved flight sim. Like I remember my first flight sim was 1988.
Yeah.
And I remember really clearly getting into PC World in Lisburn, and in Belfast, or excuse me, beside Belfast, and
yeah.
And I remember I went in to buy a different game. I can't remember what game it was. And I remember seeing the cover and went, "Oh, what's this?" And I convinced my dad to buy it. And I ended up getting that. And then of course that meant a new graphics card. And like nothing has changed. You buy a flight sim and you need a whole new PC rig. It's been like that for the last 30 years. It's crazy. But Big Boss, I know TikTok. Not only did they release the ban, they also acknowledged their error as well. So they sent me an email saying basically that they were wrong. So so we is back. Yeah. So the ban's gone, and hopefully it's all working fine. And I'm also getting the chat coming through on. I've got combined chat through Lumia stream. You should look at that. It brings them all together, so I don't have to flick between the other one. So it's working. It seems to be working okay. Yeah. So the I'd be interested to see what the quality's like that. What the quality's like at the moment though, because I think I've got the bandwidth reduced on TikTok. Sorry, Wombat. So the yeah, so I ended up getting that, and then when it got to 20, but I was heavily into like FSX and stuff, and then I went off it there for obviously I moved to Australia. So I moved here in 2014, and obviously, you know, to be honest with you, PCs and all that sort of stuff were at the low end of the priority with you know everything else that came before it. So we ended up and then myself and Big Boss were doing a lot of music at the time too. Like we were just constantly banging out the tunes, and so that took up pretty much all the time between that and work and, you know, everything else. And then Flights in 2020 came along, and it just so happened that I think we were mid lockdown at that point as well. And that, when it came out, that was August 2020.
Right.
And I wasn't actually I was looking forward to it coming out, but at the time I had like a mid-range gaming PC. It was a sorry, my lights are flashing, right? But it's supposed to be playing something. It's why can't I hear that? It looks fine. It's more condensed ultra wide. So let me see. Sorry, I just want to. It didn't tell me who did that, what they did. Don't know. So yeah, so when by the time 2020 came along, then it was like, all right, I'll get back into it, and I remember running, I think it was the 787-10 from JFK to Heathrow, and it probably took, I reckon it took me about 3 months to complete one flight. Constant crashes, constant issues, freezing, you know, all this stuff, and eventually I bit the bullet and went, right, I'm upgrading my PC, and I ended up building a whole new rig, just to get it going. So it took a while for me to kind of get back into it really properly, and then I bought the new rig, started getting back into it, and after about 7, 8, 9 months, this is through 2021, I was finding it challenging actually to do things, as in to find stuff to do, and then that's when I came across Murph. I just randomly started watching Twitch. I can't remember why I was watching Twitch, but I never watched Twitch until that point, and I seen him, he was online a couple of times, and obviously noticed he was an Irish guy, and then found out about, oh, that's what it was, I know what I did. I was watching a guy called Jonathan Beckett on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
I used to go to him for the tutorials for the other aircraft. So I think I bought like the PMDG 737, so I'll go and watch a few tutorials and whatever. And then that led to, because he had mentioned a virtual airline, and I'd heard of obviously virtual airlines before, but I'd never. This is going back to the X-Plane 11 days, so I had X-Plane 11 briefly, and I never really get into it, and I ended up checking out. I ended up googling, you know, before I joined, because he was sort of peddling his virtual air, one he was part of, as you do, and I ended up checking out a virtual airline and then I thought, oh, I'll just Google and see what else comes up, and then I found FS Hub and then found Murph. So, and here we are. What's that? Good 3 years later.
Yeah.
Something like that. So I think it was January 23 is when I joined Firefly Air, but I'd been watching Murph for a couple of months before that. It was the end of 22. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming, for sure. And
Yeah.
and otherwise I probably still wouldn't be flying, which is funny.
I don't remember how I found him, if it was through YouTube or Twitch, but I'd never done any multiplayer stuff before, and I started following him around on stream, and I really got into it. I thought this is incredible. Just the concept of flying around with these guys all from all around the world and hanging out with them.
That was the draw for me. It was it was the community aspect to it, you know, and even doing things like this. I guess it's just you know, don't know each other. You're sitting having a chat, you know. I think that's the way it should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's great.
It's great.
It really is.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I remember watching the Thunderflies, I think, perform on his stream, and I didn't even know what Discord was at the time. I'm going, how the hell are these guys doing this? I mean, how are they communicating? I didn't even realize they were in voice together. And so I asked him one day, I said, hey Murph, how are these guys doing all this stuff? And he explained a few things to me, and the next thing I knew, I was following him around, and that's where I started flying with those guys early on when they were before they became the Shadows.
That's funny, like.
But it was fun. Yeah, we had a lot of fun crashing and doing all sorts of stupid stuff when we were flying around in those days.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I saw a few teams and whatever that did the precision flying, and it's it looked amazing. Like it's incredible. But it's funny though, like whenever you sort of look at that and you go, oh, you know, don't know if I could do something like that, and then you give it a go and it's like, oh, actually I can't do this. You know, it's sort of that, like it's kind of like that. It's hard for me. It's hard to describe. Like the whole Twitch thing, the streaming thing, the you know, the sort of the virtual kind of connection, if you like. It's sort of like there's so many possibilities that are just there.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. Like even the even this stuff around like what I've done with the lights. Like I've got random people controlling the lights in the house. What's going on? You know what I mean? Like it's just insane. You know,
It is. It really is.
it's like if you had said that 15, 20 years ago, you'd be going, I bet on, get out of here. You know?
Yeah, and we've probably just scratched the surface.
Oh yeah. Oh,
There's probably a lot more to happen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, this weather looks incredible. I'm loving this.
So this is live at the time, 9 AM, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, on the descent. What? Rory's just saying there, the talking for hours became the easy part since we were used to having long music video calls. Yeah, we used to jump on this for years we would do this. I mean, aside from the long video calls, even before that, like even when we were recording and stuff, we just used to be, you know, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, most days a week, either recording, you know, rehearsing, whatever.
Yeah.
but when I moved to Australia, so we took a brief break from the music for a little while, and then got back into it again. And then we sort of went hard at it for, it must have been like, I don't know, Big Boss, it was probably, I want to say, maybe 2016 right through to last year, the year before. It's really only like the last 2 years or so down. And when I say so down, we were constantly writing, constantly recording, constantly banging things out. Yes, we'd be on video calls on either WhatsApp or Signal for like 5, 6, 7 hours, and sometimes we go 40 minutes without saying anything. We'd be both working, doing stuff. And then it would be like, right, what about this? And then you end up down a whole thing and whatever. So yeah, it was that made it a bit easier for this. And as he said, we gamed more, so music took a back seat. We went pretty hard at it for a while, like, so yeah. I want to do a bit more gaming too. I want to get into a few more story games and stuff. The flight sim still obviously #1, like, but during the week I think, especially after work, I think during the week is going to be the time to just do some story games.
You know, I don't think of myself as a gamer. I just spend all my time in the sim. Whenever I'm at the computer, I'm doing something in the sim.
That's me. I do the same. And look at the dog. You see the dog over my right shoulder. Oh, he's moved. Just appears. He just appears.
How old is he?
I've got 2, so this one's the young one. He's 1. In fact, he's 1 in 2 days. His first birthday. And the other one, who's just coming in the door now. Not the door. He's 3.
They're both border collies?
Both border collies, yeah. Both from
cool.
Both from the same place as well. Different litters, but same place. So Hank came first. He's the older one. He's like the black and white. And he's got a bit of brown on him and stuff. And then Finn came after. So Finn is Hank's. Finn came from Hank's sister's litter.
Okay. They're great dogs.
Oh yeah, brilliant. There's Finn there by me.
Yeah, we had three Aussie Shepherds at one point.
Oh yeah, they're nice dogs. Big coats.
And they've a lot of work for the coats, but
yeah.
I have always loved border collies. They're really smart dogs.
Oh, they're super smart. Very loyal. You know, very forgiving too. Like they'll work with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All you gotta do is walk them and feed them, and they're fine. He wants up.
And they know what you're thinking before you even open your mouth.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, he always want. Yeah, it's what he likes to do. He'll turn around and he'll grab this hand. Back to chest, so he does this. He does this for a few minutes, and then he jump back down again. The other one sits down. Where's the other one?
Love his markings. They're incredible.
Yeah, he's brown and white. This guy here, Hank, will know him. Can't really see him.
Yeah.
He's got cracking markings. He's a tricolor. Hank's super intelligent. Like, he's very smart. Both of them are. They're both from a working line as well. So you want to see them, see the instincts in them for herding. It's mental. Like they know how to herd sheep. Let me tell you. Dougal McTavish, welcome in. Good to see you, mate. How's it going?
G'day, Dougal. How are you, mate?
It's different for me, but I heard the reprimand wombat on voice, so dropped in and say good day. Welcome in, mate. Good to see you. Also, London Controller was talking about us earlier. Oh yeah, cool. Wait a bit. Alright, mate, I'll catch you soon. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be online tomorrow, sure. There you go, and that's him. Off he goes. And this just Hank with black and white. Same, since they're very routine sort of dogs too, like.
And he's a mole.
Oh, what? Sorry.
He's a mole. Mole.
No,
color?
no, they're both. No. One's a tricolor, so he's
A
black-
tricolor.
yeah,
Sorry.
black and
yeah.
white, and then the other one's the brown.
We had two blue moles.
I love the
And-
brown coat. Lovely.
Yeah. And
Very
then we rescued a third one, and she was deaf and blind in one eye,
All right.
and she was so smart. She was a great dog.
Yeah, they're super clever, like. So I live just
Yeah.
beside a farm. Of course, they want to play behind me every day. They and that's all they do. Just in the morning and at night, they love to have a good wrestle. So I live beside a farm, and they often have cattle, sheep, there's ducks, geese, kangaroos, everything there. And anytime I bring them around, like I will always walk them off the lead too. So I'll bring them around, and they'll work. So the sheep or the cattle will be behind the fence, but they'll work up and down the fence, right? The two of them, just instinctively together, and bring the flock together. Like, it's incredible, absolutely incredible watching them, and they don't stop, they don't give up. They just keep going.
Yeah.
And because even the goats, there's a couple of goats there too, and the goats don't care. Like, they just look at the dogs and go whatever. But they'll keep going until they get them to move, and then eventually they go over and give up. Like, they're not, the goats are they're not like sheep. Like, the sheep will run and obey, but the goats will be like, nah, fuck you. It just stare at them like, nah, see ya. It's really funny, like. But they're pretty they're pretty good.
Well, they're very intense. They're an intense breed, so if they got their mindset on doing something, they will.
Yep. Yeah, but mine aren't like that. As such, like I they do have that border collie stare every now and again, but they don't necessarily lock in too hard. Like, I know there's friends of mine that got border collies that you lift the ball and that's it. They're fixated. My two aren't too fixated. One of them gets fixated on cats. He's like obsessed with cats, and the other one hasn't really developed any of those kind of traits yet. Still early days. There's only one, like, but they're pretty they're pretty good when it comes to you can break their attention and stuff pretty easily. They don't get locked in too hard on anything, which is good, because obviously that drives like OCD and stuff. And, they get really obsessive or whatever about certain things. They don't have that too much at the moment, which is good. They're pretty easy dogs.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when you've got two of them, because they look after one another and keep each other occupied.
Well, it's interesting because the reason why. So first of all, I didn't want to. The Hank is a great dog by himself. Like, he's an independent dog. If Finn's the younger one. If Finn wasn't here tomorrow, Hank wouldn't care. But it'd be different the other way around. He's very independent, and like, I've left him overnight by himself and all. Now I've got a dog door, a big garden, whatever. And I leave him inside by himself. Does his own thing. He's happy to potter around. He's very trusting, very trustworthy. Can't leave Finn. I'll get have the place ruined. Like, he chews on the carpets, he chews on the rugs. Like, he's still at that stage. So, but at this stage, when I was leaving Hank by himself for the day inside for me for about 11 months, and he was fine. But the reason why I ended up with the second one is because a mate of mine, where I got Hank from, it's where I got both those dogs from, the friends of mine that breed. And when I say breed, they do one breed from each litter, and from one each dog. They do very well, like. and he called me and he says, "Oh, look, I know you don't want another one, but do you want to consider?" He was calling Finn king of the puppies, and and he said, "Look, I really think, you know, the way that you look after Hank and the way you take him out and go running and all the rest of it, run around the forest and whatever. Hank's got a good life, like." They're well spoiled. He says, "I think you really should consider taking this one." So I thought about it for a day or two, and I'd already said no once before, and I went, "Yeah, okay." I said no again actually, and he called me and he said, "Look, think about it, because I don't want to give this one to anyone else." And I went, "Right, okay." So I ended up taking him. And that was it. That was the reason why, and I'm glad I did. Because I understand now.
Yeah.
I understand now why he wanted the dog to come here, because he is a bit of work. Nowhere near as much work as what Hank was. Sorry, a lot more work than what Hank was. But he's still he's still a cracking wee dog. Like, Dougal's saying we used to rescue and rehome dogs. Border collies are so bright. Yeah. They would wear us out. I was a dog handler in the forces for years. Give me dogs over people. Yeah, 100%, Dougal. 100%. Totally agree. And yeah, border collies, like, they definitely wear you out. Alright. That first 6 months is always a killer. It really is a killer. But
Dougal is a big dog guy. He and his wife have rescued so many dogs and looked after so many dogs. They do wonderful things for animals.
Is that so? Your picture, Dougal, is that what did you call it? Is that the dog from the Magic Roundabout? Isn't that what your avatar is? Is that, what was the name? That dog wasn't called Dougal as well, was it? I used to watch that Magic Roundabout. Yes, it's Dougal. Yeah, that's a thought. Yeah, okay, cool. Very good. Yeah, and a lot of people. So, Big Boss has got a couple of dogs. I think who else? There's a lot of people I know. Long story, right? Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely get into that sometime. Yeah, a lot of friends of mine have dogs. You know, but it's funny, especially with these two as well. What's great, what the best thing about them coming from the same place is that a friend of mine who has these, who always have border collies, all come from the same line as well. So they like to keep the lineage intact, kind of thing. And they only give the dogs to, and they don't normally sell them, they just give them away. They only give the dogs to friends and family. As well. So what it means is, in a Christmas time, and I'm actually heading down there at the weekend. Whenever we all come back together, all friends and whatever, all the dogs come with us. So you have about 12 dogs running around that are like brothers, sisters, aunties, uncles, cousins. It's crazy, and it's so funny, and they all know each other and remember each other and whatever. And anytime I go away for work, Finn and Hank go to a mate of mine's, and which is Hank's mum, which is also Finn's grandmum. Well, and if they go to my other mate's place, they go to the dad. It's ridiculous, like, very funny. It's like a whole big family.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very unique, you know. So yeah, so I reckon I'll probably always end up having 2 dogs at a time. I think that's just how it's gonna go. And and they'll probably all, as long as if they come from, I know what I'm getting from my mate's place, if they continue doing what they've been doing, which they haven't done they've been doing for years, then it'll be the same family then, you know what I mean? In the dogs, which is cool. You got any animals at the minute, Wombat?
No, mate, they've all gone. I decided a few years ago I wasn't going to get another one.
Yeah.
But you know, I've usually had dogs for, wow, I've lived here for over 30 years now, and I've always had some sort of animal in the house with us. But the good thing about having them is they get you off your rear end, and
Yeah.
you know, you got to walk them
Yep.
twice a day and all that, and it's a win-win situation, you know.
And then and I also feel a bit guilty as well, especially when I'm like going to work and coming back and stuff consistently. So I try and get them out, do a bit of a hike or something at the weekend, or take them somewhere different, or you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Which because especially border collies are very social dogs as well. They need that interaction, you know.
Oh, sure.
They do. I think so today, given that it's not too hot, we'll probably head down to the big lake. Ben likes to swim, so we do want to see him in the water like a torpedo. So he's quick. Like Hank's big and chunky, and we call him Hank the Tank for a reason. And the real hunters too. They love hunting rabbits. Like they get really excited about hunting things. And but Finn's a real runner. He wants to speed him. Jeez, he's quick like. And he's quick in the water too. He'll chase anything. But so I normally take him down. So I take him down to the big lake, and he'd be in the water, scaring the geese. The geese all boot as soon as they see if I go down there with Hank, and the geese will sit, no problem. They know they're not going to get bothered. As soon as they see Finn, they're gone. They know what's coming.
How far out of Melbourne are you?
I'm right on the border between regional Victoria and Melbourne. I'm in the farthest suburb you can get, pretty much.
It's beautiful country out there.
Oh yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, it's lovely. So it's handy, and I'm not on the beach side, so I'll give you a clue as to where I am. So it's handy for me to like go for a hike and stuff, up and down the mountains and whatever in the hills. Even head up, there's a couple of places like out the road there up sort of north that I like to go to as well. Like nice wee markets and stuff, wee farmers markets and all, and we take them up there and down around, and pick up some blueberry jam, and those types of things. So they get out for a day kind of thing, So we'll probably do that the next day or two.
Wow, this is some really nice weather you got here, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Interesting clouds.
They look pretty ominous.
We're getting into the thick of it now. Look.
Yeah.
I bet it's cool. No worries, Dougal. Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you, mate. And we'll catch you again soon.
Good night, Dougal. Take care, mate. It's good to see you.
So I'm in the middle of doing there's a Firefly Air achievement for the latest one that came out there last week for Greenland. It's pretty good actually. I'm really enjoying it. So I've been sticking to the A400s. Doing that. The only problem is I've only got the long flights left, and the A400 at 30,000 feet doesn't move very fast. So it's taking a little bit of a while. Like a 4-hour flight's been turning into a 6.5-hour flight.
Oh God!
So I thought I'll jump in here and do a wee a wee quick flight in the Phoenix because I'll not be in it probably till tomorrow again. So this is my Phoenix fix for the day. The other reason why I love flying the Phoenix too is because I've got the Stream Deck profile, I've got the FCU, you know, I've got the Airbus, you know what I mean. It's all connected. It all works really well. So whereas it doesn't work as well on other aircraft, you know.
It makes it so much easier when you've got all the setup ready to go for it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 100%. You're right. Yeah, because I've got the right-hand EFIS coming today. That's why I'm sitting here at the minute. I'm gonna wait for that to come in. I think we're where's this going? Is it must be doing a left-hand turn and then another left-hand turn, is it?
I'm following you. I have no idea right now.
Oh yeah, so it's doing like a left and then a right, so it's gonna be a pretty sharp. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty quick coming down here. It's be interesting that. Probably should have looked at that earlier.
Oh, these clouds are amazing.
That's your thing.
I'm between layers right now. I'm happy.
They've really improved the visuals of the weather. In 2020, haven't they?
Definitely, yeah. Are you on the ILS yet?
No, I've got a right-hand turn, and then
Okay.
I'll be trying to grab it. I'm on profile though, so as I do my turn, I'll hit the post mode. I'm gonna be right on top of it real fast though, because the sharp turn, like I'm turning that. How about that? I'm turning that. I'm turning right into the beam.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see if it grabs it. Let's hope so. And in fact, I'm going to deploy my gear now. This might be an instrument landing.
Oh no.
That's the thing. I'm at 3,000 feet. Oh no, it's good. I can see the ground coming up now. Like, right inside.
Well, at least I could see your gear come out. That's good. I don't have the Phoenix in 2024. I haven't dragged it over yet, so you were just looking like a generic A320.
Might struggle to capture this. Let's see.
Is it Sandstead, right? We're going to?
Yep.
Okay.
I think I might be okay. Yep. We're good. Alright, flaps full.
5 miles out. Okay.
Yep, we're good. Just about to see the ground.
Yeah. Bloody raining.
What's what?
It's raining.
Oh yeah. Is it? It looks like I think it was snowing in Cork. Very very lightly.
Wow.
Oh, we've got a 30 knot crosswind here.
Oh, wonderful.
32 knot crosswind.
Legend 59 is down there, huh?
Yeah. And a 737 max 8. Must be the default one, is it?
Yeah.
They've got the iFly, and it's I haven't tried it yet. I don't think it's compatible yet. Alright, here we go, my aircraft.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
I've done a 30 knot crosswind on the way. I was dropping 25. Way off here.
Yeah, you got a nice crab angle going on there.
Yep. Just about dead down there. Oh.
Well, that was a bit sporty.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Let's see. Oh wow, 397. That was hard.
I haven't even looked yet. I don't know
Holy
if
shit.
I want to.
Wowie. Oh shit. Look at this.
What's that? Uh-oh.
For God's sake. Okay. What the hell?
What is it, blocked?
It was an issue with the scenery. Right. Not get over that.
Have you got some custom stuff in here for it?
Yeah, there might be a conflict. So this is the any builds stand state, but I'm wondering if no, it's compatible. It's definitely compatible because they updated it. So see if there's a gap here somewhere. I will give it a go. We'll try and get over it. Doubt it, like, hold that. Be fun. We're
Oh
up.
God!
We're up.
Shit.
Oh, brilliant.
That looked pretty incredible from back here.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, there's still a few. Oh, there's still a few nuances that they need to sort out. Now it could be my issue. I'm not sure. I doubt it because I updated it last week. So, and you can't remove any default stuff at the moment because the market. Well, actually, maybe you can. I haven't looked at it in a while. There's a couple of reports I've come across and that's there. Used to happen in 2020 as well. I think Paris was always one of Paris.
And it's a real pain in the ass after you've done a 3-hour flight, and that's what you have to deal with at the end of the flight.
Wow. Look how dull it is here. Yeah, it's interesting because Stansted was never. I don't think it was ever a premium airport, but I did notice that whenever when I spawned into this as default, it was looking pretty good. So checked it. Just make sure anybody else did update it. Probably didn't. Yeah, Stansted 24. Yep, they did. So they obviously need to fix that. Yep, I think that is snow. Bit of a combination of snow and sleet.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Right here. Taxiing like a Formula 1 driver here. Right, engines off. Welcome to London.
On a wing and a prayer.
Yeah. I remember recently, I think it was earlier mid last year. And I was flying into in the real world. I was on a Qantas plane and heading into Sydney from Melbourne, and and whenever we landed, not only did we land like really hard, I also was asking the question of the pilot, like, you know, the comment we made was, for God's sake, you only had to land once. We fucking bounced down the runway. Like, this is how hard we landed. I've never experienced a landing where the pilot doesn't come to the door of the cockpit, you know, afterwards, say cheerio, the door stayed shut. that's how hard the landing was.
Totally embarrassed.
Yep.
Totally
Oh
hiding.
yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, rightly so. It was pretty horrendous. The only other time it was that bad, and the captain didn't care, was funny enough in our Lingus flight, coming into London. I was landing on, it was an A321 Neo, I think it was, and we're landing at Heathrow, and there was no reason for a bad landing. It was a beautiful day. I don't know what the winds were doing, to be fair, but geez, they came down hard, really hard. and I remember thinking to myself, do you reckon he's doing that because it's a brand new plane and he just doesn't care? You know what I mean? They were making a big deal about, oh, this is our lovely new A321 Neo. The captain's like, yeah, we gotta, you know, gotta wear this one in. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Gotta break it in.
Yeah. Gotta break it in.
Gotta break it in.
Just one landing, that'll do it.
Yeah. So this is
what was the Qantas aircraft you were on?
The 737. The 737.
73.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Qantas don't really. I mean, need to. I know they're changing them at the moment, but they don't really fly anything else. On those routes, you know, the main routes, like. I know that
well, they got rid of all those 747s, right? And
yeah, I think
they still have a couple of A380s left. I don't know.
Yeah, they do. I flew on the A380 last year over to LA.
Okay.
From Sydney, and they've got another one that operates to Singapore as well. QF2, I think that is. It goes to London via Singapore.
Yeah.
And then they've got, or maybe it's QF1 or QF2's LA. Well, something, I can't remember.
Like you used to be QF3 that went to the west coast, but that's probably changed since I knew about it.
Yeah, it could be. I can't remember. I don't know what my flight number was, and they had the 787-9s. They've got a couple of those. They're flying between. So flew on that to London last year as well, or year before. So that used to do the Melbourne, Perth, London route. But they've changed that now because of the escalation in the Middle East. I think it's going via Singapore as well. And then they've got an LA Melbourne 787-9 as well. And they've still got a couple of A330-200s, which I think they're getting rid of. I think they've one or two A330-300s. And they're replacing the whole 737 fleet with the A220s. So I haven't flown on those yet, but they look pretty cool. So that'll be interesting. I mean, their 737 fleet, like, fair play to the maintenance guys in Qantas. They've done well. You know, like the planes are falling apart. Even the A380s are falling apart too, but they've done pretty well to keep them going. This length of time. Like, they must be pretty
it used to be. There was a time when if an airline was looking for a used plane to buy, they typically, if Qantas had one for sale, they'd grab it because it had less cycles. You know, it spent most of its life in the air on long haul routes, and so there was a lot less wear and tear on them.
Yeah, less landing stuff.
I remember there was a time in the when was it, in the late 70s, early 80s, I think it was. They were bragging about, because they always have to have something to brag about. You know, if it wasn't a safety record, it was something else. But they used to brag that they were the only all 747 airline in the world. That's all they had, 747s.
Oh, really?
And I think at the time they had 18 of them. And I don't know how long that lasted for, but it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I think today they've got a couple of, obviously, Dash 8s. They're getting rid of those as well. No, sorry, they're getting rid of the 717s. To get rid of. I don't know what they're replacing those with. They just decommissioned them, actually. The last flight happened there recently. And then they've got a couple of Dash 8s. They've got they're all falling apart too. They need to get rid of those as well.
Yeah.
And then they've got so the A220s are the new ones coming in. The 737s are on their way out. They've got I think they've still got one or two. I think they've got one 767. It's a freighter, and they might have a 757 as well. Might be or maybe they just got rid of that. I'm not sure. And then
They used to have at one point in the life of Qantas, they used to have quite a good fleet of 767s.
yeah, they did.
at
I
one
think,
point.
I think they've only got
Yeah.
one. I'm pretty sure they've only got one left. It's the Qantas freight one.
Okay.
And I'm not sure who operates. I think they might operate. They operate the 146 Australian Post Star Trek plane too. Not sure if they do or not.
I don't know.
Because they always see that flying around. And
Wow.
and then they've got what else they've got left? A couple of A380s still. Because they decommissioned the A380s and they brought them back.
That's right. Yeah, they all went. A lot of them went to California.
Yeah.
They stuck them in the desert for
Yeah.
a couple of years.
Yeah, and then they brought
Yeah.
I think they brought like 6 out of 10 of them back or something like that. They brought a few back. And then the latest ones. Oh, the A350s have got them on order, obviously. I think they've got the A350-1000s on order. That'll be their. So that's going to be they're going to replace the A380s basically. So they'll send them they'll do the Sydney New York routes. All the ultra long haul ones. They're putting up a direct flight from Melbourne to London, Melbourne, New York. Yeah, so they're going to be some of the longest flights in the world.
Wow.
They'll be 17 and a half hours minimum. So they will.
Well, that was their forte, so
Yeah.
it's still at it.
Yeah, sorry, 17 and a half hours. Melbourne to London will be 21 and a half, 22 hours flying.
Is that a 787 or
No, it'll be an A350.
an A350?
Yeah,
Okay.
the 787s can't make it that far yet. Not under the current configuration, so the A350-1000s can.
You said you flew in a 787 with it?
Yeah, I did 17 and a half hours from. Well, I did 22 hours in the same plane, 21 and a half, I think it was. But
Wow.
we got off in Perth, so I did Melbourne to London, and then we stopped in Perth for an hour. And then the leg from Perth to London was 17. I think it was like 17 hours and 15 minutes. Something like that's the longest flight I've ever done.
How did you find the airplane? Did you like it?
Yeah,
passenger-wise?
I think it was. So first of all, I flew business class, so that's there's a bit of a caveat there in terms of like.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier. I couldn't imagine doing it economy, to be honest. So I did the return the same way as well, and then immediately after that, like literally 3 weeks later, I flew again business from from Melbourne or Sydney to LA in the A380. And, and I love, as a passenger, I love the A3. Like the A380 is a magic plane to be on. It really is. And I've been on the A380 a lot. We used to do the Emirates route through Dubai quite a bit.
Okay.
And the one thing I would say is and I never actually believed the hype around the 787, right? All this nonsense around better air quality and better food and sleep schedules and all that nonsense, right? However, because I did those flights pretty much back to back, I have to say there's a big difference between flying on the A380 and flying on the 787. And I sort of bought into the bullshit a little bit. That yes, you do feel refreshed, you do feel better, and you don't feel like you've been on a plane for 2 days. Whenever you get off the 787, even though I was on it for almost 2 days or almost a day. Whereas when I got off the A380, I could feel it.
Really?
And I flew business class on both flights. The A380 was a lot less flying time. It was 13 and a half. It was 14 hours, 13:50, something like that. And yeah, and when I did the return, so when I flew to LA, I flew in the A380, and then I flew back direct from LA to Melbourne on the 787. And again, I got off that feeling fine. Like when I got off the A380, my nose and all was all blocked, and you know I had a bit of a fuzzy head and stuff, and you know you felt like you were under aircon conditions and recycled air and whatever. Whereas
Yeah.
I felt at the 787, I didn't have any of that. Absolutely. So I definitely think whatever they do, or whatever they've done, it makes a difference. Obviously, 787s are much newer as well, though.
Yeah, yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's first I've ever came across that. You know,
Well, I've never flown on a 380. I always wanted to, but I never had the opportunity.
yeah,
Yeah, but and I haven't flown on a 787 either, so I've got nothing to compare. But I guess there's a bit of truth in what they're saying about the environment in the aircraft being a lot
yeah.
better.
I think there is. I think look. I mean, who knows, right? I mean, the A380s are 20 years old now, longer, more.
Yeah.
787 is a bit more, like 10 years, something like that. Bit newer anyway, so it could be just more modern equipment. Who knows? But
Yeah.
it's the first time I've ever noticed that. I definitely felt the difference, and I had a relatively close comparison in terms. It was literally 2 weeks apart. In fact, not even 2 weeks apart. I flew to LA in one plane and flew back in the other, and I noticed the difference again as well. But I'll give you a laugh. So my favorite plane in the world to fly on, obviously, would have been a 747. As many people getting into aviation, there's certain planes that you have. Like for me, it was
Yeah.
the P-33, the 747. You know, the what do you call the DC-3, and then probably what do you call the Hurricane. So and Spitfire as well, obviously. But they're kind of like the main ones. When you think about it, when I think about what grabbed me in terms, give my attention on planes, it was those. And got a chance to fly. I've only ever flown on a 747 once, and it was years ago. It was 2009, from New York to Heathrow, JFK to Heathrow, but flying back from the home when I lived in Ireland. And I will never fly on a 747 ever again, because the experience was absolutely horrific. So it was a Virgin Atlantic flight, and Virgin Atlantic, the airline, were brilliant. They were really, really good. So not criticizing them at all. But the plane clearly was bought in was from the 1970s, 1980s. Like it was a 747-400. You know, it was, and geez, the noise of it was unreal. You could smell the fuel, like you could hear things were rattling constantly. Like it was just an old rickety plane at this point. And to make matters worse, it was packed, right? It was yeah, like it was full to the brim. And it was a.
Were you in economy?
I was in economy, and I was not only was in economy, I was in the worst possible place you could be in economy, at the very, very back of the plane, in the middle two seats in the middle row.
Oh shit!
It's horrendous. And we taxied around JFK for 2.5 hours before we even took off. It was the longest flight of my life. It was
not a good experience,
not
mate.
at all.
Oh boy!
And this was after a week's worth of drinking in New York. It was just party central for a week, and all the hangover and everything was kicking in because we were just drunk the whole time. Like it was, you know, there was that much alcohol being consumed. Like we were getting into the hotel 5 a.m. and then we were getting hey Pickle, good to see you, mate. Welcome in. We were getting into the hotel 5 a.m. and then leaving the hotel and going for breakfast at 9 a.m. every morning for 6-7 days. It was unreal. Like I could tell you some stories about that, but I'll never forget that flight and the comparison. Interesting set of planes I actually ended up on, because the comparison was I was in first class on the way out, which was magic, on an A340, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So that was first time we were walked onto a wide body plane, the first wide body single decker of it, or sorry, first four engine single decker I've been on. But probably only 4-engine single decker that exists really when you think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's again that sort of grabbed my attention. Was excited about that. That was a good plane to fly on. Actually, as a passenger, it was comfortable. I mean, it was in first, but you know.
Of course.
Yeah. But even still, like it was still a good plane. And it was a daytime flight as well. We were getting hammered the whole way across, and on the way back it was a nighttime flight too, and it was freezing cold on the flight as well. But yeah. But
So the only 747 flight you had was a disaster. That's sad.
I know, and Qantas did those all those flights for because they invite people to, they invited like their Platinum 1 and Platinum members to come and join their last flight on the 747s. They did a couple of like commemorative flights. It was like maybe last year before, and
Yeah.
I'm a Platinum flyer with Qantas, so I got the invite. I really considered it, and I just sort of went, you know what, I kind of, albeit it was at the time a really shit experience. It's actually a really fond memory that I always think about. You know, when it comes to 747, it was like that one thing. It's like don't meet your heroes kind of thing. I'll just hold on to that. I'll just keep that. I don't want to get on to a Qantas flight and it's all wonderful and you're treated really well and you know and I saw the event that they had for it too. It was like this whole big reception thing they did, and like they looked class. I thought, that might actually ruin it for me. You know what I mean? So I think I'll stick to the rickety. No, that was an authentic experience. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be dressed up for the final hurrah. So I kind of just I didn't take them up.
They had one of the last 747s. I think they had it's down in Wollongong now. In is it Shell Harbour Airport?
Oh yeah,
just south. They retired the aircraft and then they flew it down to Wollongong, and it was a one-way trip because they got it in there. It didn't have any passengers or very little fuel on it, so they got it in there, and then they got it in a museum down there right now.
Okay.
So if you go in the sim and you go to Yankee Sierra Hotel Lima, YSHL. The scenery has that aircraft down there sitting next to the, I think it's called HARS, HARS, the Historical Aircraft Preservation Society or something.
Yeah, okay.
So they look after a couple of old Qantas aircraft. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I might.
At least you got to fly on it once. That's the main thing.
If I hadn't have flown on it previously, I would have definitely. I would have went and found one to fly on. Like I would have, you know, like I wouldn't have sort of let that one go, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's an iconic aircraft. Like you have to be able to fly on it. You have to have flown on it. I think, especially if you're visiting aviation and everything else. I think there's a couple of those. The A380 one was important for me though, because when it was being built, the wings were built, and I can't remember if it was the prototype or if it was production, but the wings were built in a factory on wheels. I can't remember where it was. It was a long time ago when I went there.
Okay.
But I actually went. We sat on the wings of the first ever A380. That is it was a massive big wing. It was like huge. And they did give us a whole factory tour of how these wings were built, and all they talked about was the wings. They didn't talk about anything else. We were there for hours. All this detail on how these wings were put together, which I can't even remember, because the fuselage was built in France, and and then they brought it all together. So they had to put the wings onto a truck and drive them across Wales and the UK and across to France to, I think it's Toulouse. And that's what they assembled the aircraft there. There was different components that were built in different places around Europe.
Yeah.
And so there you go. So there's an interesting one. So I've sat on the wings of the first ever A380, So that's why whenever I finally got to fly on one years later, it was like that's a pretty cool. You know what I mean? And that would be the way to do this thing where you get to buy part of the aircraft and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Again, I don't take any of that stuff seriously either. I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's a piece of metal. Like, but I think there's a little bit of history there for me with an A380, so I've always been kind of captured by it. First plane I've ever had a shower on. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's pretty.
That's
That's pretty special, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
God.
It's like one minute I'm sitting on the wings, next minute I'm having a shower. You know what I mean? It's all very very full circle.
Well, you went from sitting in the back row in
Yeah.
a bloody 747
Yep.
to having a shower on an A380.
Exactly.
Yeah.
it's pretty mad. You know, I've
Yeah.
been pretty like for someone who's not a pilot, I've actually been pretty lucky to fly on some aircraft. It was only the other day we were having a chat on stream and someone turned around and went, "What planes you've been in?" I went, "That's quite actually been in quite a few." You know, like even GA planes too, like Cessnas and Pipers and
Yeah.
yeah, I've done quite a few. It was actually pretty cool. So yeah. So the next step then for this year is to go and look at getting a recreational license. There's a place close to me that has a flying club, and we've got.
Do you need a medical for that?
Don't
In
think.
Australia?
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know. Good question. If I do, I can go get one. It's just not a problem. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
I
not
think
sure.
yeah.
I'd say you probably would.
I mean,
wouldn't you?
I know here they have I guess it's a recreational type license where you don't have to have an FAA medical. You can I think as long as you've got a driver's license or something like that, you can go and do some training and do the hours and get signed off.
Yeah,
But I think you got to stay within 50 miles of the airport.
so it says.
I don't know if you.
Lets you fly. So okay. You can carry. You can actually carry passengers. Lets you fly a light single engine aircraft as a pilot. It's a recreational pilot license. What you need to get a recreational license. Says you need to be at least 16 years old, speak and understand English, take the flight test. You must do a medical test to get a
Okay.
class 1 or class 2 medical cert, or apply for class 5 medical self-declaration. There, okay. Could instead produce a recreational aviation medical. For your license to be active, you must also do a flight review, do 3 takeoff and landings in the previous 90 days if you wish to carry a passenger. Have a class
Okay.
1 or class 2 medical cert to fly above 10,000 feet, or have another authorized pilot and who has one. Right, so you got to stay under 10,000 feet. Have one.
Yeah.
If you do a stat deck. And you got to do an exam. Okay, so
yeah,
you need to have 20 hours dual and 5 hours in command, and then pass your tests.
Okay.
That's just for the rec license, and then because I think here now you have to do a rec license.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Not 100% of it. Pilot license. I have a pilot license. Right, what you need to be 17. Oh, maybe you don't. Oh, hang on. Oh, maybe you don't. Maybe you didn't. Yeah, PPL's a lot.
Wow, the recreational route. I mean, you could have a lot of fun with that.
Oh,
you could,
yeah.
get all your desires to get up in the air pretty easily.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's pretty it's a pretty quick pathway, and it's obviously it's like a third of the price. You get
Yeah.
flying, you know. And it says here PPL, so you must not operate above 10,000 feet above mean sea level. Oh no, sorry, hang on. That's if you're using the class 5 medical. Right. Yeah. Anyway,
What's the class? What's the class 5?
that's the self-declaration. So you can self-declare if you for PPL if you are doing private operations only, aircraft certified minimum maximum takeoff weight must be less than 2 kg.
Yeah.
You must operate under visual flight routes only. No IFR, no IMC, no night VFR, so daytime VFR only.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
not allowed above.
That's the same as it is here.
Yeah, you can't go above 10,000 feet. Can't have more than board. Must not use a CASR Part 61 operational rating, what that is. For example, instructor rating or level rating. Must not conduct aerobatics or formation flying. Must only operate directly. Yeah, I'll not have an issue getting the medical.
And you need, what, 20 hours of dual and...
Well, this is the, that was for the, this is the PPM, so that was for...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you need 20 hours of dual, 5 hours of, for the record license.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to... I've looked at it a few times, but I just always had a lot of other stuff on. So I think this year...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No holidays or anything planned this year, so I was considering doing Flight Sim Expo. So I was thinking about doing that maybe over in Rhode Island.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I might still do. We'll see, but I might have a look at get my license issue. Well, starting it anyway. Is the weather fairly cleared up? Holy shit! Not sure if my live weather's knocked off.
Oh, I just jumped out of the sim. I can't see it anymore. Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it?
I think the live weather might have died. No way it changed that quickly. What's the UK like? Oh,
It was pretty bad when we came in.
that's a lovely day now. But yeah. Well, I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to do the one flight. I'm going to go and this delivery coming now and
Okay, mate.
get the dog sorted. But thanks very much for jumping in and flying along. Appreciate your flying and company as always. And
No problem.
yeah, I'll be back on again. I'll probably be on throughout the week, just randomly, and then obviously we'll be joining the chaos again at the weekend.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. And
Okay.
yep, I'll talk to you soon, mate.
Okay, Mike. Take care, mate.
Yeah, take care, mate.
Bye-bye.
All the best. Right, so there we have it. Just a quick single flight today. Thank you for everyone who jumped in. I got a couple of follows there, so again, thanks to Wombat for jumping in. Dougal, Big Boss, Edelman. Who else we got? Wrecker was here. Cyberlife I think was here too, and RKO. So thank you guys for. I'm also Val Oroso follower. Yes, Joe. Thank you for your follow. Really appreciate it. And welcome in again. And as I say, look, it was pretty team quiet. The stream this one. Come back at the weekends and you'll see the chaos, man. There's a couple of follows on TikTok as well. A funny number one smart bitch. Thanks for the follow. It's a cracker. And yeah, I'll as I say, I'll probably be back on during the week. we'll see how we go randomly. Doing a couple of flights, and then obviously back on the weekend as well. So hope you have a good day. Take care, and I will catch you all soon. I was going to do a raid. Let me just see if there's anyone on. Conti's on. We'll go and see Conti. So he's good Aussie streamer. So if you hang around for the raid, I'll just set that up. I'd appreciate that. Just take a couple of raid emotes into the chat there. He's a good guy. So I'll set the raid up now. As I say, thanks very much for joining in, and let's go say hello. Busy. Oh, here we go. Right, we're on our way over. Right, I'll end the stream here, and then I'll hit the button, and we'll see in a few minutes over there. Right, thanks guys.
We'll see. MDA, thanks for the raid, matey. Welcome on in. Afternoon, how's it going? We're doing a little bit of aviating. We're committing aviation here. Cork to London, nice. I'm gonna mispronounce it. Is it Townsend or Townsend? Townsend. Townsend? Right on the border of the national park.